Hey guys, so it is March 25th. It is day 11. Pretty sure. Day 11. Day 11, day 10. Day 11. It's day 11, 10 days. So it's day 11 of the challenge. And so this is where do we go for love? Now, this has been an interesting one because the last couple of days, I didn't make a video yesterday. Woo, super bright. I didn't make a video yesterday because that was where is freedom and sovereignty, and I felt like I needed to just take some time to myself, and so I was able to make this super dope short story that I wrote. I think I might use it as a jump off point for a larger series. Having said that, I think it was just super dope. I'm really excited for it. I have been a bit of a recluse, not in a hermit way, but just being here in the house, just working. I realized it was kind of getting to me. But I spent some time with some friends the other day, and I realized if the conversation wasn't a certain level of quality or the interaction, I just preferred to be by myself. And I'm being more comfortable with that. Not necessarily because I don't want people, but because there's just a certain quality, and not that there's better or worse, right? But there's just a certain level of conversation and a certain direction I need and want my mind to go. And it literally feels like sometimes when I'm talking with the wrong people, like I'm having to slow my brain down or change the direction and make it go in a direction I don't want it to go. And that can be very painful. So as a result of that, I just spend more time by myself, not because I hate people, but because I feel convicted to the direction I'm moving in, and I want to continue to do that. And I would love to be able to spend and share that space with other people. However, I just need to keep going. I'm noticing a bit of a sort of attraction vector that is coming with me in this. Having said that, I realized I need to definitely start drawing people more to me. And I think I realized I had spent a lot of time really feeling alienated from certain people. But something I've come to learn is that you only perceive that which you are. So if you perceive resistance, it's because you yourself are the resistance. And if you perceive arrogance, it's because you're arrogant. If you perceive loneliness, it's because you're choosing loneliness, right? And so I started thinking about these things this way as I'm studying more of the Hermetic principles and understanding like how I can truly build my life and come into a better alignment with my divine calling. And it's been very interesting that as I've taken these axioms and used my will and my meditation to really move my heart and my energy in the direction of my desires, my will. There's a level of alignment that yeah, it's indescribable. It's truly indescribable. It's just beyond anything that I've experienced at this point in my life. And so I'm realizing because it's a very new energy. I think one thing is I had this idea of who I want to be, but as I'm getting closer to that, there's all these elements. I think specifically the happiness. I think sometimes you think you'll get what you want, but there will still be that same frantic kind of desirous energy when that's just not the case. That energy is released and it's a lot more calm. It's a lot more centered. And I realize I don't need time to receive the blessings that entail, but literally to get used to the vibration of not having to work so hard, not having to be so frantic, not having to deny myself. It's not judging myself every second. It's getting used to this mindset of things are working as they need to and trusting that process. And I realized it was really about surrendering to this process and more realizing that it's less and less about me, but more about this process. And I'm really just I'm really just in praise of the process, man. And I'm realizing this is not just me, it's something everybody can do. Everyone goes through it. And as I've been doing this 35-day challenge, I still have most of it to go. I still have 24 days left, and I'm 11 days in, and I talk about changing my life, but this has really been far more profound than even I understood. And I think I'm a pretty profound guy, but I'm starting to realize it's not about me being profound. It's just the processes that I've been fortunate enough to see, right? And so it's really about just sharing these processes with the world and helping people see, like, hey, look at this cool, interesting thing that I discovered or that I've seen. Just wanting to share. Like finding a cool movie or finding a good book. It's been really beautiful. I've been really, really amazed at everything that's happened. So where is love? I think it's right inside of us. It's within the process and the daily fixtures of life. I've been cleaning and organizing everything. Like, guys, the level of clarity I feel is insane. I did not know I could feel this clear. Like, it's insane, the level of clarity. It's just everything. Like, I have a thought and then there's an instant connection. It's just everything is so instant and so clear, and there's just space. And then as I'm doing that, I'm noticing like my journals, my business plans, my Google Drive, my everything is just starting to organize and get cleaner and starting to just make sense. And I realized I was in such a rush to get all these blessings and these things that I realized I don't even want to say I'm blocking them or that I'm not ready for them, but I realize they're coming in their own timing because there's all these other miniature blessings that I'm skipping over. And I've realized instead of just looking at these big blessings along the way, there's all these other miniature blessings along the way that aren't any less valuable. You know what I mean? Like if you see a $1 bill and a $1 coin, they're the same value, but a coin looks like a quarter. A $1 coin looks like a penny. It can look it's the same denomination because it's a coin, but it's the same value as that dollar. But sometimes we get so stuck on the dollars that we forget about the heavier things, right? And I realize that there's all these other blessings along the road of figuring out greater organization, coming to greater clarity, even just having this time to be in solitude and to just enjoy my direction and my thoughts uninterrupted without feeling the chaos. And it was crazy. All I had to do was talk to other people. I spent some time with some other people this weekend. I'm getting gray hairs everywhere. I'm getting gray hairs in my nose. Man, that's crazy. I just pulled out a gray hair out of my nose. That's crazy. Um, but yeah, I'm just realizing how fortunate I am, how blessed I am, because there's all these other miniature blessings that go unseen, but are just as weighty and just as powerful and just as valuable. And I haven't been appreciating them because I've been so focused on these other goals, which are fine and good. They're really, really worthwhile. But there's all these blessings along the way. And I'm realizing it's like, oh, I can enjoy this process and get different blessings along the way. And then when you do that, because you end up getting what you want anyway, but when you take the time to really enjoy everything that comes along that process, you realize I was shooting for 100, but I got like 100,000 because took the time to really enjoy that whole process, right? And I'm starting to see that. And I'm feeling a lot less frantic and more just this tremendous clarity and peace. And I'd engineered and done the 7 steps myself and I'd worked it out, but I didn't realize there was this whole other level to it. And I'm starting to see that. And so I'm super excited to share that with others. The 7 Steps to Mastery course, we're starting it on April 15th as I'm working through it. The release of Eliza and The Author is coming out April 20th. Super excited for it. I'm also doing a Kickstarter for Eliza and The Author, as well as to let everybody know about the Onyeabor raising project. Basically this thing that I've been doing the last 3 months. You guys will see more about it. Or you can, you've been watching my channel, and you can watch my channel literally from the beginning since January 2024. So I've been doing it. But it's been really amazing, man. It's been superb, actually. So I'm learning just to be grateful for that process and recognizing, like, where's love? Love is in the moment. Love is in the moment. This is day 11, day 4 of week 2, and I'm just realizing, like, love is in this moment, you know? And I think especially, like, there have been times when I've been feeling a pain or some sorrow or some mourning, and I realize what it is. It's pointing to a deeper connection that I have that I need to acknowledge, because that's who I am, and it's just going deeper and understanding myself at a more profound level. And that has just there's this insane clarity from that process and taking that time. And so I feel really blessed right now, you know? I don't think about I have the time and the energy and the focus and the space to do it. And I've been blessed, and it's all been lined up for me. So I'm just super blessed. When I get done here, I'm going to be working on a journal where I call it my mourning journal, right? Not mourning as in the morning, but like mourning, like grief. Because I just think about all the little pains and the the difficulties, and it's like a process of transmutation, because it's underneath all that pain and that sorrow or that regret, there's something beautiful lying underneath that. So it's really just a journal about exploring that and having different conversations with parts of myself as well as the people in my life. So I'm super excited to get into that, share more about that. But guys, life's good, man. Life's good. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay calm. It's just a game. Peace.